The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes, on demand on YouTube, and syndicated by CRN Digital Talk Radio. That's www.crntalk.com. The cable network serving an additional 12 million households. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten. Well, we're very, very lucky today, ladies and gentlemen, because you're hearing news right here on Paltalk.com as it happens. Because People Magazine is out on the newsstand. If you're weak, you haven't done any heavy lifting, you're going to be in trouble because it's a double issue. People reveals the best and worst of 2007. They devote a whole section to Britney Spears. I don't know what could be best about Britney Spears, but I certainly know what can be worst about Britney Spears. Frankly, I don't even know why they talked about anything else in People Magazine, but they did. Joining us today is People Magazine's People editor, Antoinette Coulton. Her visit, as I suggested, coincides with the day the magazine hits the stands. Among the categories featured, the under 21 stars, as 2007 was the year of the youth. A look back at the people weddings and babies of the year, celebs that publicly split, stars in crisis and rehab. I shouldn't laugh, but come on, what's the matter with these kids? Couples of the year and newsmakers of the year. So, with that short introduction, Antoinette Coulton, welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure indeed. People just love to know, and this is why your magazine is such a success, about what these various celebrities are up to. You call it the best and the worst, but for my perusal of it, it looks to me to be the good, the bad, and the ugly. Shall we get right to the nitty-gritty and talk immediately about that bald-headed, on occasion, and private part flashing individual known as Britney Spears? What is the matter with these young musicians? Why are they getting into trouble all the time? Don't they have any limits?
Well, I mean, for the whole magazine, we kind of look back on the year and news that happened, and we know that Britney has had quite a trying year. We hope that she makes the turnaround. There are still a lot of people pulling for her. So we hope that does happen. But we have looked back at some of the things that she's done that we're kind of like, okay, scratching our heads and saying, okay, where is this going to go to next? But besides Britney, I mean, there's also Lindsay Lohan, 3 times in rehab this year. She was also arrested. And then Paris Hilton, and Amy Winehouse, who was arrested up to this week.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're stepping all over one another to get on television, looking in the worst possible light whatsoever, and shooting their careers in the foot. I mean, don't
I
the
think it's not all bad because when we look at Young Hollywood, we also have a section on those in Young Hollywood who are trying to do the right thing. Hayden Panettiere, for instance. We chose her as one of our, Young Hollywood one to watch, and she's not just on a TV show. She's only 18. She's always also looking at environmental issues and what she can do to help the environment and help the world. So we just wanted to point out that it's not all bad, and I think our readers agree with us because we did a separate poll, and Hayden was picked as like one of the top stars under 21.
So is it that the news media are just focusing too much on the Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohans and Paris Hiltons of the world?
And Hollywood youngsters, they have so much at such a young age, and all eyes are on them. And of course there's the bad and there's the good, like in any other part of society. And I think that's what it is, but I also feel we should, and we do at People Magazine, highlight those who are doing good as well.
Okay, let's talk about, and folks, if you want to talk to Antoinette Coulton, just raise your hand. We'll get to you. We only have her for the first half of the show, so get your questions about those individuals, those celebrities ready to go. This is your opportunity to talk to the ultimate insider, the people editor of People Magazine, about what's going on with the celebrities in Hollywood and around the world. The cover, a picture of Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey, Star of the Year.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, I mean, he's had such a great year. He's still doing very well on his show Grey's Anatomy. He's still McDreamy. He just had a hit with the movie Enchanted this fall. He's also got a new gig as the new face of Versace. And he and his wife started the year when his wife had twin boys. I mean, let's just say he ended the year and he started the year, in a great way. So we decided that he was going to be that, the star of the year.
Well, I'm glad you did better at picking the Star of the Year than your sister publication, Time Magazine, did on picking the Person of the Year. But that's not what you're here to talk about. But we do have some people already in queue wanting to talk to you, and I want to make sure that they get their questions in as well. So let's get to the first caller. Our first caller is joining us from Pittsburgh. Her name is Kat. Kat, welcome to News Talk Online on paltalk.com.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you for being here. I forget your name. Hold on.
Antoinette.
Antoinette. I wanted to know if you had know anything about what happened to Heidi Fleiss. I heard that she was had a line of clothing, and then someone had told me that she was back doing the same old thing that she was in jail for. So that's my question.
I speak on that. I'm really sorry. I don't know.
But now she's one that People Magazine must be watching now that she's come out with this line of clothes. She's come out publicly. She's still, the beautiful woman that she ever was. And, you talk about how people are sympathetic toward Britney Spears. I think a lot of people were sympathetic toward Heidi Fleiss, weren't they?
Yeah, I believe she came out with that line maybe a couple of years ago. I don't think it was this year. So she isn't one of the people that we actually even looked at for this issue. So yeah, that's all I can say about that for now.
Matt Damon is the sexiest hero, for which Johnny Depp, the most versatile actor, may be saying, "Why not me?" How did they two get picked for their respective honors?
Well, Matt Damon was also our Sexiest Man of the Year last month, and we just look at with the Born Identity movies and the way he's done, and that's why we kind of picked him as the hero. But with Johnny Depp, I mean, in terms of most versatile, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, which he's extremely good at, and then this month in Sweeney Todd, where he's singing. I mean, two completely different roles. He's like in this dramatic role, Sweeney Todd, and we just think he's just one of those actors. He's been around a long time, and he's someone who can just tackle anything.
Yeah, I just saw him in a movie, and I'd even recognize that it was Johnny Depp. I mean, because he's like a chameleon. He's very, very good, and he gets into his roles.
He immerses himself in the role, and it just seems to always come out right.